Hi there guys, and today we've got quite a simple video, so we're just going to take a look at place value, integers, decimals and rounding. We may save rounding for another day, we'll just see how it goes. So let's get stuck in. So let's take a number, let's take 4, 3, 2, 7, 9, and then we'll go 0.46, there we go. So as we can remember, well, we should know by now that each number represents a different amount. So for example, we've got your units column, units, and then here you've got your tens, and then your hundreds, your thousands, and your 10,000s. Nice and easy. The other side of the decimal point, to the right of the decimal point, we have our tenths. So our 1/10s, there we go. So in this case, we've got 4 tenths. And then just to the right of that, we've got our hundredths. So each point you have to remember, it increases by 10 each time. So nice and easy. What is an integer? So the word integer, it basically just means a whole number, and that could be a positive or a negative whole number. So 1 is an integer, 2 is an integer, 3 is an integer. Interestingly though, 0, -1 and -2 are also integers, and then any number, any whole number after that or any whole number before that is also an integer. The other thing to remember is that any sort of fractional number, any decimal number, not an integer. So 0.5, not an integer, 0.77, not an integer, 0.61, or any other sort of continuous decimal, so pi for example, or √2 or anything like that, not integers. So that's nice and easy. Let's just touch quickly then on rounding as well. With rounding, we have, let's use decimal numbers for this. So I just sort of do it in this bit of blank space here. So all you have to remember with rounding, if we're rounding to the nearest 100, for example, 50 goes up and 0 goes down. In a decimal case, let's say we've got 0.6129, and we round that to the nearest tenth. So in this case, we just look at the next number afterwards. So we look at the 1, and because it's under 5, it goes down. And so in this case, we get 0.6. Let's just try one more number. So in this case, let's go 0.7719, and we'll round this to the nearest tenth again. So in this case, just the same thing. Look at this number. This is our tenths column. Look at this number, and we can see in this case it rounds up. So we just get 0.8. Nice and easy. If we were, say, to round this to the nearest whole number, this one would just go to 1. And so would this one as well, because again, you just look at the next digit. So in this case, it would be this digit here, and that would round up to 1. I hope that's nice and easy, and I hope that's made that easy for you to understand, and I'll see you next time.